Hello everybody, I want to welcome you to Bible Talk with Alicia. Today we'll be going over Genesis chapter 5. In this particular chapter, it gives you the genealogy of Adam and Eve. It also gives the age of the sons of Adam, children. Many times in the Old Testament, we see the lifespan of human reaching great ages, many as old as 900. So for a prime example, in the beginning of chapter 5, it states that Adam lived 930 years old. Seth, who was his son, lived 912 years old. Methuselah lived 969 years old. And Noah lived 950 years old. And so on and so on. So that is in the beginning of Genesis chapter 5. That is what that go over. It, of course, it lists the descendants and everything. Now, what you also have to be mindful of is in this particular chapter, it tells you in the beginning that we are made in God's image. Well, excuse me, Adam and Eve were created in God's image. After their sin, their children were in their own likeness and image. And that was the fallen state. And God, in his fullness, cannot dwell in sin. But we see that he is still there for us all the time. Now, when you go further down in Genesis chapter 5, he mentioned Enoch. Enoch is one of my favorite characters of the Bible. I mean, he walked with God, where God just took him. Like Enoch didn't even see death. So let's continue on. Now, I'm looking at my notes. Y'all probably like, woo, what's going on? But I'm looking at my notes. So here it goes. Okay, so it talks about Enoch. So Enoch walked with God, and God took him. He did not suffer death. This chapter tells us, well, it should. It tells us that even though we were born in sin, shaped in iniquity, that we still can walk in righteousness, as Enoch did. Now, Enoch walked so faithfully with God. I mean, the Bible said that he was faithful in his walk, that it pleased God. How many of us can say that we walk so faithfully with God that it pleased him? Not a lot of us can say that. I mean, he walked with him. I mean, let's just stop. Let's ponder on that. He walked with God. He walked so faithfully that God just took him. He didn't even see death. That's deep right there. So Enoch also, in Jude, I think it was the book of Jude, verses, give me a minute here, I will let you know. In the book of Jude, it also tells you that Enoch talks about the second coming of Christ. And also, Enoch is really a picture that we should follow, like, an image, because he was so faithful. Some of us, we are not, some of us is not even faithful in our walk, So Genesis chapter 5 is a very detailed chapter because it lists all the genealogies. It also lets you know about Enoch, and you really have to realize that it is not a lot on Enoch, in the Bible. It's only just a few scriptures, but God wanted us to know that when you walk faithfully with him, he will take care of you. I mean, Enoch walked so faithfully. I mean, that is something to ponder on. Are you walking faithful every day with the Lord? So that's the end of chapter 5. If you have any comments, any questions, please leave in the comment box below. Please click the thumbs up button. And I will see you Monday with the scripture of the week. Later.